So maybe you've been in self-improvement for a while. Maybe you watch Hamza's videos, or I don't know, maybe you just kind of find this stuff interesting. Well, like, the thing is that there's a lot of self-improvement habits, right, that, people recommend. It's like, oh, meditation, the gym, right? You gotta start doing all this stuff, right? Like, there's a bunch of different self-improvement habits. I could go on and on. I'm sure if I had given it enough thought. I don't have a script. I could talk about all the different self-improvement habits and all the stuff that you should be doing, just as a genuine human trying to be, living the best life you can with the only life you've got, as far as we know, right? I essentially, not to waste your time, the best habit to start with, the first habit you should start with is journaling. Yeah. I did see that Hamza made a kind of similar video. I didn't even watch it. I just saw the title and I went, fuck. Because I was supposed to make this a couple days ago, and I have not recorded in a while. So this is just kind of like my thoughts that I had on it. So essentially, the best part about journaling is that you track progress, right? Like, you are planning in advance what is going to happen, at least for me, right? I'm not talking about like writing down like your thoughts and your feelings. That's important, but that can come later. That's not important at the moment. If you're talking about best bang for your buck habit, it's just recording what you're going to be doing the next day, right? Because I'm sure you've had those nights where you're just like, damn, like, today kind of fucking sucked. I just want to make tomorrow better. And then you're like, you know what? Actually, yeah, when I wake up at 8, I'm going to hit the gym and I'm going to go before work and it's going to be awesome. And then you wake up at like 8 and then you snooze, right? And then when you snooze to 9, then you totally forget about the gym. You wake up feeling groggy because you re-slept in, right? And so like now you're all thrown off. And then you forget about the gym, and then that just one of those days goes by, and then you have another one of those in a month, and you're losing progress, potential progress, really. So the best thing about, journaling a to-do list is just knowing like what you need to do day one, and then you can like kind of keep yourself accountable. So, for example, it is the 27th and it is a Wednesday. This is my to-do list journal for today. You can't really see it. Autofocus is not working, but essentially it says drink water 10 minutes or less. That's just my thing, right? That's from Tom Bilyeu. Check out his stuff. If you want some pretty good, motivational stuff, eventually you do, like, if you do everything he says, it's pretty good, but eventually you do have to move on, in my opinion. But yeah, I bullet point mine. You can do whatever you want, but I bullet point mine, and then I just give it a check if I did it at the end of the day. So if it's a Wednesday night, I write down the things I want to do. And then Thursday night, like the following night, I review if I actually did it or not. And I give myself X's. I keep myself accountable. I make sure to always. So if I wake up and I'm in bed for 11 minutes, then I keep myself accountable that way. I write a little X. But really, it started with in 2017 in July was my first little notebook. And I don't have it with me, but it's like this big. It's like a little moleskin, like the black ones. Yeah. That one, I had 3 things on there. I think it was wake up, do homework, and then I think sleep. Like that was it. Like, right. Because and secretly, I didn't know that was actually the best thing to do. It's actually something I wanted to talk about later in a different video. More of a kind of like bigger part of habit acquisition is what I would like to call it. But essentially, I started out slow, because that's all you have to do with journaling, especially to-do list journaling. Don't give a shit about everything else later. Skip the gym, skip meditation, all that other bullshit will come later. Okay, all that will give you benefits and improve your physique, mental bullshit, right? But if you don't even know what you're doing the next day, what does it matter? What if you forget you're going to the gym? What if you wake up and, like you have an important project to do, but maybe you get sidetracked, right? Like someone wakes you up and you have to get out of your bed extra early and you're discombobulated and you don't remember, right? Writing it down the night before helps remember, keeps you accountable the night of, or, so you can write it for the next day. And make sure you do it the next day, right? You can set little phone reminders too. It doesn't have to be written, but I prefer written. It really helps wind down at night too. Because when you're laying in bed, you can sit there and get all your thoughts out. and it helps you sleep quicker. But yeah, just journal. Just journal. That's it. Just the to-do list. It's super easy. It's not that hard. It's hard at first if this is your first self-improvement habit. If you're doing other stuff, right, like if you've already been working out for a while, then it's not going to be that difficult. It's easier than meditation. It's easier than the gym. It's just something that will provide you amazing results over years. Because that's the first habit I started with. And I'd recommend that highly.